Introducing Coffee Smart's Model LC7 Bag-in-Box Concentrate Hot and Ambient Beverage Dispenser. Damage Inspection on Package. If there is damage to the shipping carton, please call the carrier immediately. If after opening the carton there is concealed damage, then please call Coffee Smart. In addition to this manual, the unit should have been shipped with the following: a set of 2 keys for the product compartment cover, a drip tray and a grid for the drip tray, a water inlet John gas fitting attached to inlet valve at rear of unit, 2 screw-in caps with O-rings for the product delivery tubes. Important, these come already screwed in. You must remove them before using the dispenser. 1 control panel overlay with cold coffee buttons. Initial setup, plumbing the unit. With the unit turned off and unplugged from its power source, using the 1/4-inch John gas fitting, run a line from the water source to a shutoff valve. Ends of tubing must be cut straight. Install a filter on the line coming from the shutoff valve. Attach a 2-inch line of tubing in a loop to the outlet side of the filter. Place the line in a 2-gallon bucket, turn on the water, and thoroughly flush the filter. Shut the water off when it starts running clear, at least 1 gallon. Push the line in and through the fitting, making sure that enough line protrudes through to fit snugly into the valve. Turn on the water to the unit. Turn the power switch to its on position. Power light on the control panel will glow. Inspect all connections and unit for any visible leaks for at least 5 minutes. Filling the water tank's initial heating cycle. There are 2 water tanks in this unit. Each tank will hold, when full, approximately 1.125 gallons. Water from the inlet valve comes into the tank on the right-hand side, facing the unit. As the level in the tank rises, it siphons water to the tank on the left-hand side so that both tanks fill almost simultaneously. Once both tanks are full, the inlet valve will shut off and the heaters will come on. A 2-tank system provides for a more reliable source of hot water by preheating the water, right tank, prior to entering the hot water tank, left tank. Preheating the water versus using line water, which is usually much colder or cold, enables the hot water tank to both heat and maintain its brewing temperatures more efficiently. Please remember that on its initial fill, it will take approximately 25 minutes for both tanks to come up to temperature. 180 degrees left, 190 degrees right. At that point, the orange ready light on the control panel will glow. Installing the product, bags. This unit has been designed to dispense 2 products, liquid concentrates, held in 24-ounce bags. Each bag is placed in a separate pressurized chamber. It's the pressure in the chamber that consistently forces all of the product out of the bag. Each bag has a check valve built into the bottom. There is another check valve in the bottom of each pressure chamber. When properly inserted, both check valves will open to allow the flow of product. Product will not flow out of the bag or through the unit unless both of these valves are depressed. To install or change a bag, carefully remove the bag from its box. Avoid using sharp instruments to open. Remove the lid to the product compartment. Locate the pressure chamber that houses the bag to be installed or changed. Turn the round knob on the pressure chamber lid counterclockwise about 1/4 inch until you hear a slight pop. This will indicate that the pressure within the chamber has been evacuated. Continue to turn the knob counterclockwise until the 2 lock bars, one on each side of the lid, are disengaged from the sides of the pressure chamber housing. Remove the lid. Insert 2 fingers into the white plastic product tray and gently pull it up and out of the product chamber. Lay the tray on its back. Put the new bag in the tray while sliding the grooved section of the valve on the bag onto the tray until it locks into place. Remove the protective plastic cap from the valve. Turn the tray so that the valve is facing down, open side towards front, and insert it into the pressure chamber. Gently press it down about 1/4 inch to engage the check valves. Place the lid back on the pressure chamber, making sure that it's properly located. Turn the lock bars so that they're both horizontally engaged in both sides of the chamber housing. Turn the knob clockwise snugly by hand. Do not use tools. The compartment will repressurize. Both lids must be in place to do so. Wait approximately 15 to 20 seconds for the compartment to reach the right pressure to push the product. Replace the lid to the product compartment. It is extremely important that the gasket on the lid, the product chamber, and the product tray are all kept clean. This will ensure that everything fits correctly and will make it easier to change the bags. Use only a lint-free cloth and warm water when doing so. Adjusting product strength. The strength of both the hot and cold products is critical to your customer's overall satisfaction. All of our products are made at a 69:1 ratio, parts water to parts concentrate. At this ratio, they adhere to the guideline of having a soluble solids reading of 750 ppm. Increasing the ppm will result in an increase in the strength of the product. In order to measure the ppm, it will be necessary for you to carry a TDS meter with a range of at least 0 to 2000 ppm. Important: make sure that the ready light on the control panel is on before drawing finished product to test. Then let it cool approximately 5 minutes to a temperature at or below 140 degrees Fahrenheit before taking a reading. Hot coffee. The strength of the hot coffee selections is controlled by turning a screw located adjacent to each product compartment. The screw will be labeled hot. To increase the strength on either side, you need to turn the screw counterclockwise. Please note that you need only move the screw a small amount to make a significant change. By turning the screw, you'll either increase or decrease the amount of concentrate that mixes with the hot water. The flow rate on the hot water is not affected when turning the screw. The following chart shows ratio of the product being dispensed, its ppm reading, and the equivalent weight of a ground roast fraction pack of coffee. Cold coffee. The strength of the cold coffee selections is controlled by the screw adjacent to the hot coffee strength adjustment screw labeled cold. Turning the screw clockwise will increase the strength of the product. The difference between these adjustments and those for the hot coffee selections is that when you turn this screw, you're either increasing or decreasing the strength of the product by the flow rate of the ambient water to a fixed rate of concentrate. The same flow rate of concentrate is set for the hot coffee selections. The strength of this product is typically set to a ppm reading equivalent to 1.5 times that of the setting for the hot coffee. This is to assure that the strength of the coffee will not become too diluted when dispensing over ice or with the addition of flavored syrup and/or creamer. Important, please note: an extensive quality control procedure is in place to thoroughly screen all of our concentrates for the removal of coffee particles when packaging. However, there is the rare possibility that some may get through and cause a blockage in either the adjustment valve or in the dispensing line. If you notice a significant decrease in the strength of any product, simply make note of the position of the product adjustment screw, then turn it counterclockwise to increase the flow. Run approximately 20 to 30 ounces of finished product and then turn the screw back to its original position. This should correct the problem.